Hello, everybody. Shadow here, and welcome to Blueprints. I'm very late to this game, but I didn't know what to play today, so I decided, sure, we'll finally try this out. I've not played it at all. I've not really even watched people play it. I've seen some clips here and there, obviously, because it's kind of hard to avoid certain things online, but for the most part, I've not seen any like solutions to puzzles or anything like that. So this should be interesting. Probably gonna feel dumb. I don't know if I need to move my camera because I also avoided looking up what potential HUD elements there would be. So if we need to move the camera, we will, because the way that I record means that it's just there. It's on the video. I should record them separately, or at least in a way that lets me move it around later, but oops. I don't. Okay. Cool. Great. Sorry, I was really indecisive about what I was gonna play, and I'm like, this'll be fine. But now I'm gonna show that I'm really dumb or something, because I'm gonna fail all the puzzles and stuff. Hello! Hi.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington,
Okay.
do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament,
Ah.
and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Interesting.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
I see.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of the 45-room estate.
Fascinating.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
I see.
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Understood.
In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay. Fascinating. Well, I suppose we have a mansion to explore. Day 1. Is that us? It looks like it's us. Oh, I see. Also, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I never like a single volume slider in a game. You gotta have separate for sound effects and for music and stuff. I mean, like, obviously, to some degree, you shouldn't need to have separate audio sliders, because if you're doing it right, you will balance it correctly, so nothing's overpowering. But on the off chance that things are overpowering, it's nice to be able to adjust it. So, open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequeathed. Of the bequeathed? Bequeathed. Okay. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove any impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. I see. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. I see. Okay, you found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. I see. Okay. Okay. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. I see. Well, we have 3 doors in front of us. And I'm a lefty, so I'm going to go left. Oh, you know what? We'll take the bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Okay, that's nice. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Interesting. This trunk is locked. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how interactable everything is, so... Again, I've not really seen much of anything about this game. I've managed to avoid most of it. Okay, we're gonna go this way. A diamond. Sure, we'll go to the den. Yoink. Oh, that's behind my camera. You know what? We're gonna go over here. Sure. I don't know if that's gonna be the greatest place, but I think it'll work. Okay. We can't crouch. Good to know. We can sprint. It seems like. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Shall we go this way? Guest bedroom. Okay, plus 10 steps, but it's a dead end. Okay. Corridor is always left unlocked. Okay, not sure what that means. Let's go ahead and get the guest bedroom, just get a bunch more steps, so that way we can have more options. Okay. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay, so there's a darts math puzzle in the billiard room. Got it. Interesting. Ooh, a key. So, it's any time that I enter here. Yes, okay. Can I open this chest? Let's unlock the trunk. And we get another key back! Nice! Alright, we got some coins, and we got another gem. Okay. Let's go ahead back in here. Oh. Okay. So we're getting a dead end because let's go ahead and use the nook, and then we'll have one more room down here. Oh, you can't see that because I'm in the way. Down here, you can see my mouse. Down here, so this is the room that we're making. Behind my camera, there's one room in the corner. So let's go ahead and do the nook. It gets us another key. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. That's a good question. Do I have a notepad or something? I don't have one nearby. I'll probably use my phone if need be. Although having a physical paper would be nice. Ooh. Okay, we don't want to go to the parlor because that's a dead end. Let's go to the wine cellar and get 3 more gems. I like that. Ta-da! Oh, and we got a shovel. Okay. Does that always appear in the wine cellar? Okay. Huh. Alright, well, let's just make sure. Okay. Okay, we get some of our thing back. We went on a whole escapade and came out ahead in steps. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, so we have to come back here. Cannot go that way because we put a room there. Okay. Oh, okay, so we need to spend a gem to go to the courtyard. Okay. I think let's do that because we have a decent amount of gems, and really, we need to keep things open. So. Oh, and we have the shovel. Can I use the shovel in the courtyard? Those are rocks, so doesn't look like it. There is a trunk over here. Let's go ahead and open it. Since we have a decent amount of keys. Ooh, a lockpick set. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Nothing of interest was buried here. Fantastic. Oh, hold on. We can also dig here. Perfect, perfect. Found a coin. Shop rooms. Okay. Alright. Let's go here. So we want, ideally we want a turn. Walk-in closet gives us 4 items. But the office, opportunity to earn and spread coins. Spread coins? Spread coins. Sure. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the state terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Interesting. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Okay. If I actually had a proper pen and paper, I would actually just note this down. But instead, I'm just going to take a picture. Just so I have that for later. I'm assuming this is something that is consistent. These, like, hints. I can't be sure, though. So I'm assuming the computer is... Okay. Press enter. Scanning disk. Okay. Courtyard data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Okay. Oh, 5 dig spots. Courtyard is always left unlocked. Oh, it's a courtyard. Okay, I see. Because it's a corridor plus the courtyard. Okay, I see. So I'm assuming that means that sometimes these can have locked doors, then. Hence why we got a lockpicking kit and stuff. Let's go with the 5 dig spots. Honestly, it just feels like a good idea. Although we will have to lose the shovel. So it really depends on if we actually get that stuff back. And I don't know for sure. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. I see. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be herrings or herrings, but knowing a Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. I see. Well, this also feels like a hint, so let's go ahead and take a picture of that. Oh. But I don't know a combination. Nope. Nope. Okay. I have no idea what the combination could be, so let's just move on to the next room. Oh, shoot. So we either have to spend our last 2 gems to go to the veranda, or we need to take the storeroom and then go back to the courtyard. Is that a wise decision, though? You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Coin. Key. Gem. Is there anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, I didn't miss a dig spot, no. Okay. So, ooh. Okay, we're gonna take the corridor. Just for simplicity's sake. I didn't like the concept of losing money every time I entered that room. Although I suppose it probably wouldn't have been that bad, considering we were going through one time. Okay. Oh, security. You know what? Sure, we'll take that. Oh. Okay. So we get some cutscenes depending on what rooms we enter. For the first time, presumably. Okay. Fascinating. I feel like we're doing relatively good for our first go. Okay. Interesting. Yes, that is you. Okay, so the security system's not that advanced because it's got a delay to it. Okay. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lie. Well, it's a good thing this is on a blue memo, because otherwise it would be reverse. Or a paradox. Okay. So first, let's just double check. Okay, so until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levels are no longer required to grant entry. Well, it's a red memo, so obviously it's not. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. I see. Okay, that's just a general tip of gameplay, so I don't feel like we need to note that down. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Of course it's scratched out. Why would it not be scratched out? Okay. Interesting. So... let's see. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay, so it's basically a way for me to check if I've missed anything in the rooms that we've already done. I see. Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level medium. Offline mode locked. Okay, this mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost, during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Okay. So now that we've been here, I mean, I'm only speculating because this is our first run. So do these settings change based on like if I leave and come back, does this reset? That's my question. Set security level. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Okay. So this is like almost like a diegetic, I don't know if that's the right word, diegetic type like difficulty setting thing, where like you're in the game already and you can adjust them. Okay. I'm going to leave that on medium, but I do like having offline mode unlocked. I think that is a good balance. Okay. So let's go ahead and go left out of here for more options. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, well, we're only at rank 3. So it doesn't make sense to grab the dining room right now because we'd have to come all the way back after we've explored and gotten up to rank 8. So let's just take the pantry. Okay. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. I don't know if this is a hint or if this is just telling me there are 15 fruit total, 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges throughout the manor. That is... Oh. Okay, 2 steps. Nice. Alright. So, we kind of have free reign. We don't want to end these. Let's go with the kitchen, I guess. I don't like that it's a right turn, though. Okay. +5 for every red room in your house. There are no red rooms in my house, so that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to purchase anything yet. So let's go this way. Ideally, we want a left turn. Okay, and all of those work. Let's go with the parlor. We haven't run into a puzzle yet. This could be bad. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. Okay. Well, there's the first wind-up key. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it has been quite a while since we have been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. So there will always be at least one box which displays only truth, and always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Okay. So well, let's think about this. If this statement is true, that means that one of these has to be false, or at least one of these would have to be false, but the other one could also be false. This one dictates whether this is true or not. But then there's also the fact, if we just actually actively look around and we don't find another wind-up key, then obviously the white box is incorrect. So it should be the blue box, right? Because there is no other key, which means that the white box is not telling the truth. And if the white box is not telling the truth, that means that the blue box is not telling the truth, which means that the black box must be telling the truth. So we're going to open the blue box. Ah! Okay. I mean, it's kind of early, so... Oh, this door is locked. Okay, we have 2 keys, so let's go ahead and open it. Okay. I guess let's go with the spare room. Well, okay. Didn't finish this one, huh? I see. Why are you guys painting the walls if there's freaking massive holes in the wall that you need to patch first? I mean, I guess it's all on that wall, so I guess you can paint that wall. Okay. So I don't like it, but I think chapel's our best option because we're getting quite far along. The boudoir, or the boudoir, I don't know how to say words, would put us onto the left path, and or to the right path. And the right path right now is kind of our backup. Like, in case we get all dead ends on a path over here, then we can go all the way back to security and come up this way. So I think... okay, so there's different levels of doing tab. Okay, I think chapel is going to be the best option, despite the fact that we are going to lose money every time we enter it. Okay, well, we got a gem. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to go left out of here. Oh, of course it's locked. Why would it not be? Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. We have a decent amount of gems. Sure, let's take it. Okay. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. I see. Okay, so basically, I can redo when going out of these doors. Got it. Ideally, we probably want to go straight across. Key for sale does not help us. The rumpus room. Okay, sure, we'll go to the rumpus room. I see. Okay, well, we got a lot of coins. Oh. Hi. Sure.
And, as it was foretold,
Right.
awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Okay.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara,
Sure I do.
and I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I suppose.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy.
Right. That is us.
Boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Interesting.
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir.
Interesting.
I see a door marked by a rope.
A rogue moon.
A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. It
Interesting.
must rule beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Cool.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. So the rogue moon is the door that we're looking for. I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well. Okay, really we want a right turn. Really we want a junction. So then we can go south or north. I mean, theoretically, we could go back to the drawing room if we need to go south as well. But having more options is always good. Okay. I guess we're going with this one. Because we need to keep our northward bound options available. Aw, Christmas. That is a large safe. I see. Okay. Well, of course it's locked. We're going to use the lockpick. And I guess we are going to the commissary. Okay. Interesting. Oh. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. But that's on a red memo, so that means it's not going to be closed from those days, right? This is still the electronic thing. With spine, without tree. I don't know if the stuff on this is supposed to be significant. I don't know if I should be noting those down. Okay. We don't really need more gems. A salt shaker. Why would we need a salt shaker? None of those really sound that great. We're gonna get locked, aren't we? Yeah. Dang. Oh wait, we still have the lockpick. Oh. I don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Fantastic. Okay, so I gotta go back to the drawing room, or I could go back to the chapel. Okay. We could go to the boiler room, but that would use up our last gem. Is that worth it? I don't know what the power source does. I mean, it looks like we can get up there, but this bridge is out. I'm just trying to see if any of these cause anything to happen. Oh, okay, I see. So I need to turn that on first. Okay. Oh, I see. And then we need to make sure that that's... So now that side is also doing power. Ah, okay. So now what does this do? Oh, okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn that on. What is this? Is this doing anything for me? Okay, so now this gate is unlocked. Brilliant. So now I can get up here without the elevator. Okay, so that's one pipe active. So we're trying to get all of it to the same location. Okay, let's head back down. Now if we go over here, turn this, that's number 2. I don't know if this is actually doing anything for me. And then oh, right. Okay, this needs to turn back this way. I forgot. That's why it wasn't doing anything. Yeah, there we go. And now that's going upwards. Okay. I don't know if this is actually doing anything for me. This might let us turn off the power or something, so that way key cards don't. We're not required in key cards. Okay. So I guess let's just move on to the next room and hope that that does something for us. And if we need to change it, we can easily come back. I guess let's go for the archives. Okay. We need key cards here. Shoot. Okay, we can go through that door. Okay, Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal. It's clear that I'm not winning any literary medals. Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort, Gets Cut Off. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. I see. Swimbird author never considered herself success. I see. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Fascinating. Oh, there's more. There's more. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were two of 3 dozen names that appeared on Elite Dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Okay. Was seen at the corner suspicious bag under waved down a local man. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial began on Tuesday. Expected to last up to with grand treason. Oh boy! No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories were written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Good grief, how many? How much is there? Okay. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves in the royal city of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was a lot of information. So I can't go that way. I can't go south because we don't have a key card. Sure. Let's take a risk. It's a bathroom. It's a bathroom. Well, at least they have a bathroom right next to the archive for all the people working in the archive. Okay, well that's great. That's just great. Okay, so we can't go south. So we gotta go back to the chapel. Alright. Okay, we lose ourselves a coin. Oh, okay, so now we can only see two of them. Got it. I guess let's go for the archive floor plan again. Okay, actually that is Perfect. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Okay, so the red memos are not truthful. Let me look at the exact wording of that again. Red memos are lies. Specifically lies. So does that mean that they're more likely to be unlocked, or does it mean that doors in the East Wing are more likely to be locked? That's the question there. Okay. Let's go west. Okay, we're at rank 7. Let's go for the dining room now. Oh, nice. Gem. Okay. So... oh, interesting. Okay, well, we have to take the floor plan, the archived one, and it's a dead end. But we do get 2 gems back. Okay, got it. Which means we have to go east in the hallway. Got it. And if we don't get a left turn, we're dead. Or unable to progress, that is. Okay. I don't seem to be able to pick this door as locked. Lock. Okay, so that means we have 25 steps left. So we're going to go all the way back to security and see if we can come up this way. Or at the very least, see how far we can get. Because if we can get a decent way through, at the very least, we might be able to find some more, like, hints or something. Do we want to buy food while we're here? Honestly, no. Because I don't think we're gonna get all the way there. Okay. Well, we need to do the East Wing Hall. Because we need to be able to go left. And we don't have gems for the archived one. Okay. And I guess we have to go with the archived floor plan because observatory is a dead end. Bunk room is a dead end. A dead end that doesn't help us, in fact. Because we can't go any of the other ways because the archive is a key card and the hallway is a door we can't unlock. I guess we're gonna go with the archive and hope it's a freaking closet. We get a metal detector. A metal detector that doesn't do anything for us because we've already explored everywhere we can. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, I mean, honestly, I feel like we explored quite a bit. I feel like we did pretty well for our first day. I'm going to click call it a day. Tomorrow you will wake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Yes. All right. Cool. Total rooms, 29. Rank reached, 7. Steps taken, 51. Items found, 4. All right. I'm actually kind of surprised that we got as close as we did to the top. I mean, obviously, we probably wouldn't have been able to get into the antechamber because there was that talk of, like, the levers and stuff. So, like, we need to be able to find those rooms as well. But I am surprised that we were able to cover this much ground in our first attempt. So, but I think I'm going to leave it there. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, or episodes, maybe. I'm not sure how I'm going to split this up, how I'm going to do this. But at the very least, I'm going to go to the end of a day in a recording. I don't know if I'm going to split it up further than that. We'll see. This episode might be like a longer one because the rooms are all new to us. Once we start getting repeats and stuff, we'll be able to skip them and, you know, cut them out and stuff like that. So we'll see. But for now, if you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that is all. So see ya.